Hey everyone. Long time no video. So I guess I'm just gonna start off like how I normally start off, as if I'm pretending I did not go on a month's long hiatus. Hi, my name is Erin, and as you can tell by the title of this video, I am a dancer and I am also a film student. Now, for those of you who actually remembered my existence, I went on hiatus just to focus on school. There was a lot of outside of class work I had to do, and I had to also work, and we also moved locations at work. So there was just a whole bunch of stuff I had to do outside of YouTube, including dance. Also, life update. I dance with 3 crews now. Kiera, Switch, and then I started my own dance crew, The Collection, which pretty much is just your Walmart version of NCTU. Rotational members, there's no one set in the group. Like, anyone can join any cover they want. So yeah, and The Collection just dropped our first cover of Logo. I'm not in it, I was just coordinating and directing it. I had so much fun though, and the members were great, so go and check it out. It'll be linked down below. Anyway, so there's a whole bunch of stuff that came out last night, and I actually went to go see Midnight Alley with Bradley Cooper and Cate Blanchett, the one with those guys in it. So I didn't have time to record, but I figured why not record today because I'm off from work. I had to run some errands, so I came home and decided to film, so here we are. So I'm gonna be releasing a few videos today, but now first I'm gonna be reacting to a group that I'm actually really excited for. I know I always say that, oh, I'm so excited for groups' debuts, but I'm particularly excited for this group because they are the younger sibling group of LaBoom. And when they were in their peak, I was such a big fan of them. I still am. They are so pretty, so talented. If you've seen it's this new K-pop. It's this new K-drama based off of K-pop with EXID's Hani, EXID's, I keep saying EXID, EXID's Hani and LaBoom's Soobin. And if you know who Soobin is, she's from LaBoom, as I just said. Anyway, this group called Trendz is also under the same company as LaBoom, which makes them the younger brother group. So as you can hopefully tell by the title of this video, things are gonna look a little different. First, I'm gonna go through, actually react to it, like how I normally do. But then I'm gonna go back into the music video, and if there's anything that I really enjoy from a film perspective, I'm gonna take a look at it and point it out. I'm not the best with technical knowledge. I still, even though I study it, I still only have very little knowledge. So if you are looking for an in-depth analysis, I highly recommend checking out actual filmmakers react to K-pop, because there are some really great creators on here who do that. After I'm done with that, I will go in and look at the showcase and comment on it from a dance perspective, point out what I like from that perspective as well. Okay, I'm excited. Without further ado, let's go. Let's turn up the volume. Okay. That formation at the beginning? I really like this. Oh, wow, I really like that. I'm gonna go back to that one. So good. What the heck? Vocals. I'm gonna turn it up. The contrasting colors of blue and red. Blue and then the fire immediately after is really nice. Where have they been hiding these rappers? What the heck? That's pretty. Oh my god, it turned into a dove. That's gorgeous. I really like the like alternating colors. This reminds me very much of Hard Carry by GOT7 in terms of coloring and the way they chose for it all to look. Is it Hard Carry or was it Never Ever? Oh no, oh no. I think it was Hard Carry. I don't remember. Dance break, okay. Where have they been hiding these guys? What the heck? Keeping them in the dungeon, what the heck? That was so cool. I'm gonna have such a hard time deciding to buy this. That was really nice. That was quite nice. Oh. Again with the contrasting colors, right? So we end there, like the music video itself, we ended with this, right? This like black with the reflection of like the white, but then also like the fire, the warm colors. Immediately we fade out and we hit this blue. In like this blue background, the white on the ground, and again the black's always there, but I really like how they use these contrasting colors, and it still looks cool. Yeah, it doesn't look like startling. I'm just gonna go back. So immediately, I know this is more of a dance thing than a film thing, but come on now, can we just look at this start information? Like, okay, these guys have been in the dungeon for too long, obviously. And there's one shot, if I can find it. Okay, no, I'm gonna talk about what I saw just from another perspective. So here, obviously, they're starting, well, some of them, these two guys are starting with their backs turned. Same for the center. So same for these two guys, or except for these two guys right here. They're facing forward, but they're still backlit, so we don't see their faces. And I think that's really brave to start off without seeing their faces and just their performance is really brave, especially in K-pop where it's so focused on like how your face, on your visuals. That's brave. A group that's done this literally for an entire music video for their debut was Red Square. It has some members of the group that disbanded earlier, Good Day, in it. They literally went their entire music video either backlit or with masks. So none of them showed their faces in the music video, I don't think. Again, super brave, creative choice, and honestly, I vibe with it. Like, okay, go off. And again, there was another shot. Let me find it. Oh, here, like, I really like these shots where there's nothing except, like, their hand or, like, the top part of their face. Because it's just, I don't know, there's just something about it that's really, really nice, really refreshing. There's another one where it was just the top of one of their heads, the top of their faces. I don't know if I missed it. I think I did miss it, unfortunately. But in terms of film, this really reminds me of Hard Carry by GOT7, and I guess Never Ever in that same regard, just because of the way that they utilized like both the cool lighting and kind of like fantasy settings, as well as like these inside like these warehouses and such like that, or inside this warehouse. If you've seen the music videos for Hard Carry or Never Ever, you'll know exactly what I mean. So like this, I'll go back. So like this here is like obviously like more like industrial, right? More like modern kind of background setting, right? And here is definitely more of like a fantastical kind of like sci-fi look. And again, it plays with the colors, right? And I really like that, the contrast. Oh my gosh, I'm such a big fan of this. So can we also look at this shot? Hello. Props to the DPs and the like directors and cinematographers of these music videos because they don't get enough credit. Anyway, I love this. Okay, let's watch. It turns into dove. Again, the dove. I think that was what really kicked off my being reminded of Never Ever or Hard Carry, whichever one the dove appears in. It might be both, but I don't know because I don't remember. I really like that. I don't know. It's really satisfying. I'm sure there's some symbolism in there somewhere, but yeah. And then here again with the whole like kind of fantastical, the fantasy kind of look of the set. I think it's in really nice contrast to like how it started off in like the warehouse and the fire. I really like that. Okay, now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna watch the showcase stage. But before I do that, let me record again. Imagine I just don't record. That would be very sad. Okay, here we go. I want to see how they get into the beginning formation. Okay, one guy in the middle sits down, two on the outside, they're all on the outside. Oh, they're just gonna put their arms up at different levels. And they're all blocked in front of each other. Okay, that makes sense. It looks like a spider. I hate spiders, but I love this spider. Did they start with a roll-off? Let's watch that again. That very first... kind of, sort of. Ew, dynamics. I'm a big fan of how they're playing with their dynamics. That was smooth. Oh, floor work 2, let's go. I'm gonna turn it up. They are really good at hip hop. They started off really hip hop, and then they kind of went more traditional K-pop. And again with the hip hop here. Oh, look at that formation change. Hello. Oh my god, I really like that so much. I'm gonna go back. Let's watch that again. That was really cool. These guys are really good at visuals in their dancing. They create really cool imagery here. That's really simple. But that's only simple upon the second watch. On the first watch, it was like, whoa. Do you know what I mean? It's stuff like this. It's stuff like this, right? Where when you first look at it, you're like, how did they do that? And it's only until you go back and you see what they actually did, and you're like, okay. But they really grab your attention with it. They're also not hitting every single beat, which I feel like is really good because hopefully it'll allow them to, if they're allowed to sing live eventually, that they'll be able to sing and totally show off their vocals and rap. And here it's definitely more traditional boy group, right? They kind of like go with the dynamics and they go just power. Not let go in terms of like... Okay. Ew, 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 disgusting, disgusting. In a very good way. That was a compliment. That was a compliment, I promise. That's just words that you say in dance. Can we watch that again? I'm gonna petition that we watch that again. I saw this in the music video too, and I was like, this is sick. It's all dynamics and body control. It's the same thing as the hip move from 11. I mean, yes, because it is the hips, right? Floor work, come on with that. But it's also, it is that control, right? Hip control, body control, impressive. They've got everything in this dance, you guys. Literally everything. That move is a little funny. Ew, and they repeat that kind of same dynamics. They repeat this kind of motion, repetitive motion, as they did in the break, which is nice, bringing it back. I like that. Jeez. What the heck? That was so good. Again, I am so surprised. Okay, so this is I'm gonna let my laptop like breathe. Again, this is kind of like unpopular opinion or whatever, but I've seen the jokes that people make about boy groups being like too masculine. I've seen people call DKB sexist for literally choreographing their own dance over another song, or like doing self-choreography to another song. People have called them sexist for it. And let me play devil's advocate here for a second, you guys, before I state my own opinion. Okay, the phone is ringing. Okay, let me play devil's advocate here real quick. So I understand why, from a creative perspective, why it might hurt me as a creator, as a film student, to see my work being overlaid with something that was not its original intent. If you've seen it, the group DKB has done a cover / self choreography to Chungha's song Snapping. I think it was Snapping. And people just got super offended by it. And I can understand that, because the original song is meant to be like very feminine, but also very powerful in that being feminine. But they kind of went the opposite way. But I think people forgot the fact that it was literally a self choreography and not a cover. I think people got stuck on the fact that it said cover / choreography. I think people got stuck on that. But in that way, I can understand why it might hurt a creator to see their work being totally misinterpreted. See, for example, it had just said DKB snapping cover, and they did the exact same thing that they did. Honestly, I would be a little bit like, but you put your own choreography. This is your own choreography, bro. This ain't a cover. I would have been a little bit like what, confused. And I can kind of understand, or I do understand, like sometimes my work has been like misinterpreted very strongly, and that never really hurt me, but I was just kind of like, what? Like, how do you take that in that way that you did? I've seen all that. I've seen all those things, people getting so disturbed over boy groups and just being too masculine. And I just gotta say that, like, I get it, but I do not vibe with it. Literally, boy groups are there, or boy groups have a style that is so distinctly them, and there's a different style for each group. So to kind of attack a group for their style is really weird, and you're kind of ignoring the whole, like, you're ignoring the little individualism that exists within K-pop. For attacking a group, or by attacking a group for their own particular style, you're saying, bro, you're not doing what everybody else is doing. Get in line. That being said, I feel like this dance is a perfect, again, playing devil's advocate, this dance is a perfect example of what you get when you cross, like, hip-hop, traditional, like, K-pop dance, or, like, K-pop dance, like, the actual style of it, as well as, like, a really large understanding of, like, dynamics and, like, being smoother and actually less powerful, which is something you see a lot in girl group dances. This is a really good combination of all of that. Again, this is playing devil's advocate, because I'm not saying that they shouldn't be powerful, because bro, that bridge and that break, the dance break and the ending of this dance was so impressive. I was so impressed. But I just think this is a really good combination of a lot of different techniques and a lot of different styles, so props to them, because that's hard to do. Also, I really like how they create like visuals with their dancing, with their formations. And at first watch, honestly, it like shocked me. I had to go back and watch, because I was like, how did they do that? And as a cover dancer, these things kind of come to me after 1 or 2 watches. But for some people I know who don't dance, or for some people who don't do this kind of dance, it might take a little bit for them to be like, what happened? But either way, it was shocking to me. Not shocking, it was like, I don't know if that's the right word. It was very attention grabbing to me. Like, they're really good performers. Their vocals are so good too, but mostly I'm just focusing on like how they created these visuals when they dance, and it's so impressive to me. In total, I'm gonna give this debut like a freaking like 10 out of 10. No, I'm gonna give it a 15 out of 10. This debut was really good all around. Like, okay, go off. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you have any questions at all about film, about dance, or about trends, I would love to answer your questions, or I would just love to hear your thoughts about things I said or about this music video, so feel free to drop your thoughts or questions down below in the comments. Also, if you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because by doing any of those things, you really give me a lot of support as a content creator, so thank you so much. Also, thank you guys so much for all your support over the year of 2021. I cannot believe it is 2022. Happy New Year, you guys. Thank you for all the support last year. I could not have imagined the growth my channel would have experienced. So thank you so much. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching, and please make sure to go and check out Trendz with their debut TNT. Okay, bye guys.